Mike, through to the third round of the Carabao Cup via penalties. It could have been done in normal time. I thought the boys were the dominant side today.
Yeah, I think that's probably my frustration, if I'm honest. I think it shouldn't have really gone to penalties. It's a big evening for us. Not the result. The result is could have been whatever it was, but it's a big evening for us in terms of. I felt first half we showed moments of quality, but we weren't consistent enough with it, and I felt we made some really erratic decisions. I said to them at half time that if you're going to play for Mike Dodds, if you're going to play for Wycombe Wanderers moving forward, you've got to be braver with the ball. It's really, really simple, and I felt second half we were a lot more controlled. At times we were probably a little bit slow in the deeper third of the pitch, but that was executed and that was planned. So I was really, really proud of those moments. And what we did is we just took the sting out of the game. And when we took the sting out of the game and we connected our passes through the lines, I thought we looked really, really good. I thought we were excellent.
It was a stern test against a big, strong Bromley side. They knocked out Ipswich in the last round. There could have been a temptation to get drawn into a trying to match them up in that style, but credit to Wycombe for sticking to their principles, and in the end came out on top, certainly in terms of performance and obviously in the shootout.
Yeah, and I think that's the point I'm trying to make. I think first half, because we weren't as clean and clinical with the ball, what we did is we kept gifting them opportunities to load the ball in our box, and we gifted them opportunities to take direct long throws, and it just became a bombardment in the first half. The second half, when we were cleaner, more clinical, and we connected through the lines a lot quicker, we took this thing out of the game and we just nullified their strength, which is a huge strength for Andy and the team that he has here. That they put volume in your box. It's really hard to deal with, and the only way to deal with it is just be better with the ball. I said to the players at half time, I said, this is a really simple game to solve. Just be better with the ball and just do the things that we're working on. They did that. Like I said, my only disappointment in the second half is we should have scored 2 or 3.
Of course, finishing the game with 4 academy players speaks volumes really about the faith this club will put in them, because in this sort of game it could have been one where some coaches might have thought we need experience to go toe-to-toe with these, but to stick 4 young lads on, and they acquitted themselves so well, I guess just underlines the commitment that this club has to those young players.
Yeah, and I think it's a balance in that, because you can also cause young players problems. And I think when I watched a couple of Bromley's games, I knew it probably the start in some of them, which was in my head, probably wasn't the right thing to do, because it was going to be just so physical, the game. So I needed the game just to kind of soften up a little bit to give them an opportunity. But yeah, 4 academy players on the pitch at 1-1. So we could have threw a Dan Udo on, a Jack Grimmer, and done it that way. But I've always said this: young players don't let you down. They just don't, and you put faith in young players, they deliver for you, and they did. They come on, they played with absolutely no fear. That's what I don't know what's happened with young people, but they just don't have any fear, and it says that in terms of 2 of the lads stepped up to take penalties, which I said to them at the end, you've won, because regardless of the outcome, you've showed me that you've got the bravery to step up in what was a really good atmosphere. So regardless of the outcome, in my eyes, they've won, because they've showed me as the head coach that I can trust them. They're brave enough to step up in big moments.
And the shootout ebbed and flowed. It could have gone either way at various times. But the one moment I want to draw on is when Mackay's penalty misses just the post. He turns around and he's swamped by his own teammates, wanting to console him, wanting to pick him up. That speaks volumes, doesn't it, for the team spirit and that togetherness from the first team players into the academy players.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything else at the dressing room, I'll be honest with you. I think I got questioned after the game on Saturday around results are important and the group and whatever else. I have zero worries or doubts around this group whatsoever. One, they're buying into what we're trying to do, but also culturally they are so strong. So things like that, I'll be honest with you, don't actually surprise me. And they've set such a high bar, I actually expect it. But yeah, we're really proud of what we're creating at Marlow Road. It's only a matter of time until people see everything.
The fans have gone home happy, lots of jubilant scenes at the end. They'll be dreaming of a trip to Old Trafford, Anfield. Any preferences for you in the third round?
No, but I've played young players in the last 2 rounds, so I don't see that stopping. So something that will be a memory for those young players would be really lovely.